heavy security presence which you are seeing here is actually because barely 2,700 feet from here is the Gaza Strip. These are the security personnel who are guarding this entire area.
Massive mobilization on the Gaza border as Israel prepares for the ground offensive against Hamas inside Gaza. The Israeli Prime Minister has been consistently threatening an all-out war against Hamas since the terrorist group's deadly attack. And the preparations are massive. It's not just the regular army. The Israeli military has summoned roughly 360,000 reservists to join the fight against Hamas, marking one of its largest mobilizations in history. This mobilization calls for roughly 4% of Israel's 9.8 million population to take up arms against the Hamas group in the Gaza Strip. Israel's military has about 170,000 active military personnel with over 4.5 lakh reservists. To put this in perspective, the United States has 8 lakh reservists for a population of 340 million. In terms of land power, they have over 2,200 tanks, 530 artillery, they have 5 submarines, 49 patrol and coastal combatants, in addition to combat-capable aircraft and fighter jets.
כבר כמה ימים תוקפים בעזה קשה מאוד כל מקום שאנחנו יודעים שיש פעילי חמאס, מנהיגי חמאס, גם אם יש מגבלות תוקפים, צה"ל עובד נכון, הוא עושה את הדברים מדויק, אבל מאוד מאוד חזק.
Already this is the largest mobilization in Israel since the 1973 Yom Kippur War, half a century ago, when 4 lakh reservists were called up after Egypt and Syria led Arab armies in a surprise attack on Israel. Authorities said that the speed of this mobilization was even greater than in that famous war. Urban warfare inside Gaza will pit Israeli army against a group which is battle-hardened from previous conflicts and, as per reports, increasingly well-equipped by Iran.
Israel's tactics have always been to capture most of the ground after entering into Gaza and avoid house-to-house fighting, street-to-street fighting. But after bombing the entire stretch of the Gaza Strip, still the terrain is such that Israel can't move heavy armory in that terrain. And to avoid that, perhaps that is the reason why Israel has not yet started its ground incursion in Gaza Strip.
Big challenge and worry for Israel are the 150 hostages held captive by Hamas gunmen across secret locations inside Gaza. The terrorist group has threatened to kill them if bombing on Gaza is not stopped. Hamas has also refused to negotiate till the bombing is on. As fears of a larger scale invasion increase in Israel and in Gaza, civilians are bearing the brunt of this new conflict.
We're going to do our best to avoid the killing of bystanders and collateral damage, but there will be a collateral damage because this is war in a very dense area. We will need the support of the people who are saying, yes, we will stop this when Hamas is beaten, not a second before that.
But the question remains, where can the Gazans go as they are blocked from all sides? There is no easy option at this point. The Israeli government is dealing with a dilemma when it comes to the hostages. Does it attempt an armed rescue mission, something fraught with risks? Or does it wait for longer until Hamas is so weakened by airstrikes that it might be more willing to make a deal? These options carry their own risks. Parmeshwar Bava for NDTV.